8:44 and minus 16 as we welcome to our broadcast location Canadian Figure Skating Hall of Fame and Sports Hall of Famer, Kurt Browning.
Holy, that makes me sound old. How are you?
I'm very good. You know, I don't think you're that old really in the big scheme of things, but your list of accomplishments is pretty phenomenal. Order of Canada, 4-time world champion, the first guy to land a quad in competition, 3 Olympics. You actually you were the flag bearer at the Olympics.
That was incredible.
Wow, it's just phenomenal. Has it gone
Too
quickly?
bad about the jinx with that, but it was...
The Lillehammer Olympics.
Yeah.
Do you look back on those memories? Like, did it just go so quickly?
It goes so quickly, and I am unfortunately not one of those guys who has total recall. So I blend everything, and I'm like, now which Olympics did I carry the flag? And maybe not that, but I do blend everything, and I try to remember what city it was that someone ran on the ice naked, and everyone else remembers, and I don't. I just remember somebody naked on the ice.
Wow. Well, it's an amazing career, and it certainly hasn't slowed down. We're thrilled that you could be here today.
Thank you.
Tell us about your association with Pedigree.
Well, the skating has been great, but as I'm a father, and my life has kind of changed. My priorities are shifting a bit as well, and it's not quite as much about me anymore. And so I have a new job, and I am the spokesperson for the Pedigree Adoption Drive, which I did last year as well, and was honored to be asked to come back and do it again. It's a great, really fun job where I literally teach and educate everybody about shelters, the plight of shelters, and how we as a whole, especially you dog lovers out there, can help the dogs in the shelters. And the Pedigree people have this program. It's global. It's been 6 years in the United States and really successful, and we're hoping that it's also successful in Canada.
Well, you've hit the mother lobe with these.
Oh, really?
Because we all absolutely love dogs and animals in general. So this is something that we're very much on board with as well.
Well, they can't speak for themselves, and they just give you so much. There's that atypical open the door after a bad day at work and your dog doesn't care that your heel broke in your shoe or someone broke your fender or whatever. Yeah. And it is a serious topic in times nowadays. A lot of people can't keep their dogs and the shelters are filling up. And so we work with 30 partner shelters across Canada. And we try to funnel the money towards them and the awareness, and we also have a website that links all of them. So at least $5,000 will make it to each shelter, but we're hoping more. And last year we raised about $320,000, a little less than we'd like. We'd like to pump it up to about $500,000. That would be great. So with Walmart coming on March 7th, you're going to see pictures of that figure skater guy that's talking to you right now with a beautiful dog, and there'll be places where you can do things like pick-me cards. And so we're going to be out there in the marketplace. So my job is to let everyone know when you see that black, white, and yellow and that Kurt Browning and that dog, then please go over and have a look and help us help dogs.
Now, you're doing something in particular with the Edmonton Humane Society. I understand you're going to get a little bit of a tour of the soon-to-be-open facility. We're just thrilled about. What's your next couple of days going to be like?
Well, that's exactly the sort of things we do. We come in and thank you very much for bringing us in and letting us chirp on about the dogs. And we go all across the country and visit as many shelters as we can. This one's going to be very exciting because it is something new. We've also visited shelters that are very small and need expansion. This is a success story. But, when you have one of the biggest things that we really need to do is make sure that the shelters have space and the dogs have room. And of course food and all those other things, but vet bills are huge. Yeah. And that seems to be one of the big ones. And we want to make sure that the people know out there, when you're considering a dog, that these dogs have all seen the vets, they've all got their vaccinations, and they all have been spayed or neutered, almost always. Yeah. And there's some stories where we need a family that has patience, where there's special bath or special food or patience. But generally speaking, when I go to all these shelters, the dogs are just incredible. And they know,
it's you.
They know you've been saved.
They've heard about you.
All the dogs love figure skaters. It's weird.
Kurt Browning.
But the dogs know that they've been saved. They're just so appreciative.
Yeah. Okay, so there's something else happening tomorrow. You're going to be doing some skating.
Yeah, this is something new. Last year they didn't put me to work on the ice, and this year they are. So we did a special show for the Durham shelter in Ontario that burnt down in December. And people came out, the community came out and made donations, and we're trying to do the same sort of thing to raise money here in Edmonton. So I'm bringing in Vaughn Chippier, who's number 2 in Canada right now.
Oh.
He's going to drive through the snow from Calgary and help me out with the show. So just Vaughn and I are going to be in the show.
Okay.
No lights, very quiet, very simple, quick little demonstration of figure skating. And anybody who's around the West Edmonton Mall area, please drop by around noon.
Okay.
You'll see 2 guys out there skating their hearts out for you. And the only thing we ask is that you please make a donation. It's a very hard situation to control because it's open to the public. We can't really get you through a door.
Right.
So we're going to have, cute girls with buckets with dogs on their shirts walking around, and please drop a $5.
The honor system.
Yeah, a little bit. And then if you do come down and want to skate with us, hold hands, ask questions, quick little lesson, get an autograph, whatever it might be, then we'll probably ask you to drop something in the bucket to get on the ice.
Wow.
That'd be nice.
A real thrill for young skating fans and young skaters as well. That's going to be amazing.
And that's tomorrow at noon.
And that's tomorrow at noon at West Edmonton Mall-ish.
And that's the Ice Palace. Yeah.
Kurt Browning, skating legend in town as a ambassador for the Pedigree Adoption Program, and it's so wonderful that you're involved with this, and we're very happy for you. Oh yeah, website www.mypedigree.ca. It's plastered on his back.
Don't forget, it's right on my back.
Couldn't miss it. Kurt Browning, thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope your stay in Edmonton is great. Mypedigree.ca. That's all he's doing. He's just pointing to that.
Yep.
Thanks so much. Here's Bedouin Sound Clash on 104.9 Easy Rock.